Okay, so we're pretty much going to jump into it. The goal today is to install the NewBee remote ID and GPS onto the Oasisfly sub 250. Just going to weigh everything before we get started. We have an ND filter on here. The side panels themselves weigh, call that 6.3, 6.28. This without the side panels and that ND filter, that is 172.68. We'll add on all these little extras that we'll no doubt need to keep it together. Also want to say shout outs to Drone Shack for this. That brings us up to 180.70. The recommended battery is the 720 or 750 mAh, I think. I don't have that. I've got 850, 550, and 660. We'll check out the 660, just add that on. And that takes us up to 244.71. With the plates off, I think that gives us enough room to add the recommended 720 or 750 mAh. With the 550, it's going to be a lot lighter, but we'll weigh it just for information. That's 235.36, 850 mAh 4S. Yeah, that takes us to 269. Quite clearly labeled, you can't really go wrong. TX, RX, ground, 5 volt. Got them colored here. Yeah, pretty clear GPS wiring here. Looking at these pads, they look a lot larger than what I had to deal with on the GEP RC. So I'm already happy about that. Not the most interesting part. Just take off the front plate, which sort of, the top plate. This is the very top plate, of course, where the battery sits. You can also just remove the screws at the bottom to get the 04 camera unit out of the way. R6, is that R6? Yeah, that is R6 T6. We have our 5 volt on our ground here. Again, dude, thanks for the extra holes. Really good. So I'll probably use something like this much. I will just bend this and then get stripping from there. That's fine. Ugh, messy. So I think if I hold it closer to this edge, it'll... Perfect. Just measure these pads to see how much wire we want to strip. So we've just finished stripping these. I'm happy with these. They may be a little bit too long to start with, but better too long than too short. So they're going to be going towards the front and up, so we kind of want to position it there as we solder. We have the pump. Oh, just pumps a little bit out there. Nice. We get, is the flux good? Do we have? Yeah, that's still moist. And we'll touch just a little bit of solder. Make sure it's hot enough, but also just to help the heat transfer. Get rid of that big bobble, because that's not going to help me. At this point, we've tinned the tips of our cables that we're going to use. We've tinned the pads that we're going to use. The transmitter TX actually goes to R6, and RX goes to T6, and then ground and 5 volts, pretty straightforward. There is just way too much solder on the tip of this, but you know, cool. One done. I'm happy with that. Really rough. An experienced person would twist it. Just based on a visual inspection, I'm happy that I haven't crossed or fried anything. We're gonna use the smoke stopper. That's nice. So let's get it into BetaFlight. We used UART6 T6 R6, so we set the GPS sensor input here, and we set it to 115, 200. We don't have a lot, but we can see that it's, you know, it's getting some information. It's red. I think we'll have to take it outside to test. I won't allow it to arm until it has a fix, and we'll make that fix 6 satellites, because it's a reasonable number. Final sanity check on the weight. With the side panels off, it's 242.85 with the 660. The strap on its own is 3 grams. Jesus Christ. Brothers and sisters, hold hands. O great spirit of the skies, protect our props from kissing trees. May the drones be as nimble as bumblebees. Keep our goggles clear and our signals strong, and guide our quads through gaps where they belong. Save us from fail-safes, brownouts and smoke, from random desyncs and ESCs that choke. Let our DVR actually record the flight, and may our lippos come home feeling light. For smooth dives, juicy flicks, and a well-tuned roll, keep the throttle steady and protect our souls. I could go further out, but the testing conditions today aren't necessarily ideal, given that I forgot to do some of the OSD config. I also wanted to test GPS rescue, but we know how it works, you know what I mean? The most important thing though is that before I came out, I said no arming without GPS lock, and it's armed and it's flown. And I'm happy that the installation is working for that reason. Just giving the location of the wires and the battery and all of that stuff, I don't know. I think there's definitely some work to do. Overall, yeah, I'm happy. I did what I attempted to do. It didn't take me all day or even half the day or a quarter of it. And yeah.